I think the other key partner for us will always be our families and our community. Not sure families always realise it's sort of their job to invest in their children as well. Or when they do think about investing, they think about investing on their terms. They also worry about whether they're capable of investing. You know, often at parents' evenings, you'll say to families, you can help your children, and they'll say, well, we don't know how, what if we get it wrong? So I think what we've done across the years is we've tried to find mechanisms to give confidence to families. And in the early days, we spent a lot of time going out and setting up homework clubs in community venues and then asking families not to come into school to help their children, but to go to the community venue. And we got the children to the community venue. So we've actually got a set of outreach centres and have had for years. Not sure they realised they were our outreach centres. I think they just thought it was a sort of safe ground between the school and home. And they've just got stronger and stronger and stronger.
When my daughter first started at Shireland, we didn't have a PC, and then we received a letter from the school saying that they were going to roll out these free computers, and basically they had a day where you needed to come in, sign a contract and take your PCs home, and they also offered internet access for free for 1 year, which was absolutely brilliant. So it helped to get people started. I actually used the e-portal. They actually have set up a learning gateway, and it's really, really good because from home I can check the school timetable where my child will actually be throughout the day, homework, to find out if she's actually done homework, because you know sometimes children say yes mum, but when you look they haven't done it. You can also check their behaviour, which I think is very, very good, because most of the time I'll ask my daughter how you get on. I'm fine, or I'm okay is the word. So I can actually look online from home and check if she's had a merit or any behaviour warnings, that sort of thing. So I do that. Also letters, like if they have letters for field trips, that sort of thing, I can check it online and sort of print it off at home, sign it, or send it back via the internet.
We've also provided online numeracy and literacy courses, which we couldn't do before, and that's been particularly good because parents appreciate being able to upskill their qualifications, and we find that particularly good. The parents like that. It helps them to get employment.
With being able to access things from home, it also, just the fact that as a parent you take the time out to use the gateway, it helps the children to find out that the parents are involved and they're interested in what they're doing. Because I think, as I said earlier, when the children are older, we do step back. But if they actually come home and they see you sort of on the internet looking at what they're doing, it gives them a sense of, I don't know, feeling like, okay, mum's interested, and I'm going to try a bit harder to up my grades, that sort of thing.
It's really valuable for the parents who are able to log on during the day, maybe at work, maybe at home, to be able to see that information. And we've had examples of students who've arrived home to be challenged by their parents about where were you late morning today, or what's this that happened in your science lesson this afternoon. Although I don't want to imply it as a sort of punitive process, it's about communication, it's about getting that support from families.
I was looking at the Learning Gateway recently, and I saw that really good point, the uniform. They'd actually put the uniform on, what the children can wear, what the children cannot wear. Shoes is a big issue because every child wants to wear their trainers. So when my daughter says, oh mum, I can wear my trainers, I go on the Learning Gateway, there's the page that says sensible shoes.
One of the best but most difficult days I've had was we asked the families if they wanted to come in and actually be trained on how to use the Learning Gateway. And one mum, and her son is now my head boy, sat with me to say how she'd never done a piece of homework with him because she couldn't believe she could help him. We persuaded her that we'd put some resources through the family portal, we'd let her log on, she could look at this, but what she needed to do was just look at her son Alex's homework online, and that's what she duly did. She came back 5 or 6 weeks later because she actually said it was the first time in all of his formal education that she'd actually sat with him and seen him doing work, because previously she'd always shied away from working with him in case she got something wrong. But because she could see the mark scheme, she could see what he was doing, he could explain it to her, and at no point could she actually feel that she was letting him down. She'd actually worked with it. And if I wanted a motivator to actually get all this out into our homes and get our learning into the homes, actually Alex and his mum that Saturday morning was probably the most important thing I'd had in quite a long time.